softly, dark.
Like how we are introduced to the character, he's sort of on this mission and seems very focused on accomplishing something for someone he really cares about. The storyline is set up very immediate, which is great because it gives you time as the audience to just sort of get into it without having to sort of wonder what's going on and who's in charge and what you should be focusing on. So the focus is placed for you as an audience member. So I really liked that. I think it's a very emotional and touching story of how sort of this man's mind is tortured and tortures him on his past and his past mistake.
The art is a really unique art style. The style reminds me of Samurai Jack. I thought the morphine was really cool. The gradients, shading, and texture is nice. The outline work is crisp. Each character from the man to the demon is very unique and detailed, as well as the environments. The audio and voiceovers match up to the mouths well. They're good voice actors. It's a very earthy color scheme for the most part, and sometimes more purple and dreamy like an outer space backsplash between the man and the demon, which is a nice contrast to the bright and heaven-like feeling of the ghost of his wife.
It was beautifully done, very cool to see an indigenous produced animation like this, and just a completely independent standalone story. It's got an independent feel to it, completely unique, story. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, the art style was unique and it looked great. The motion, the expressiveness, the acting of the characters, the vocal performances by the actors were great. The score was excellent, and like I said, the story was unusual and very cool. Something I really appreciated was, this guy had been through a tragedy. A lot of like horror films and things that I see, they lean on, suicide as a shocking resolution to a story, and I don't like that. It doesn't send a good message out. But seeing in this story where this guy's faced with the prospect of killing himself with pills, and he overcomes and forgives himself, that's a really good message. I loved seeing that. And then, there's a bit of humor and irony and a little bit of a horror shock at the end.
The stark animation was scary yet captivating. I appreciated the goal-driven narrative as the lead character experiences much fear and bleakness. To me, the demonic monster rising above the lead character takes on the role of internal dialogue and negative self-talk. I enjoyed the mythical feel to the piece and also the very dramatic sound design depicting outdoor elements as the main character trudges on.
The entirety with the art and the animation style was really, really beautiful. It was really well done. And the story was there. I loved how this story unfolded to be that he was fighting with his own demons after a loss. It was really, really beautiful, and how he came to be able to forgive himself and put that demon to rest. I thought that it was great. The voiceover in this, what they did, absolutely fantastic.
I thought the animation was really well done. I thought it was really creative. I also loved their kind of concept and idea of talk about like an inner demon, literally talk about trying to take on and battle and face something that you're like struggling with internally, something that is haunting you, but it's your own, fear, your own anxiety, your own memories, your own trauma, whatever combination. And so I absolutely loved the idea that they took that and turned it into this kind of dark, twisted nightmare being. I think it's something everybody can relate to on some level. I think that at some point everybody has demons that they have to face, that like their own demons that they have to face in their own ways. And, sometimes those are, more easily defeated. Sometimes they're defeated once, sometimes they have to continually be defeated. I really, really loved the concept. I really loved the execution. I thought this was really, really well done. I loved the pace of it. I loved the story behind it. I thought it flowed really, really well.
The simplistic animation style of this kind of feels like it's old school vintage that brings about a bit of nostalgia back. It kind of feels like it's a combination between the Japanese anime style and the old cartoons that like Disney Channel and Nickelodeon used to play, except of course horror. Wonderful. The stories was amazing. The creature, the monster, is going to be something that sticks in my dreams for a few nights. It was terrifying, which is hard to do in animation, really, to get a creature that's that terrifying in animation to the point where it could show up in nightmares. But it was really well done.